What does a storm, a cursed oak tree, and an Israeli genius thief have in common? This isn't fiction, so go grab your popcorn and hit the subscribe button. The French Queen Marie-Antoinette had a thing for Breguet's watches and secret affairs. To win her heart, a mysterious lover boy orders Breguet's most lavish watch to be made for her. The Breguet Grande Complication Marie-Antoinette wristwatch. Call it fate's twist or karma, but before the watch could grace the Queen's wrist or see the light of day, both the Queen and the watchmaker, Breguet himself, died. The lover boy, heartbroken and at risk of losing his neck to the guillotine, fades into the shadows, leaving the watch to a museum in Jerusalem. Then, boom, the watch gets stolen from the museum in a grand heist. Years later, Swatch's CEO, Nicolas Hayek, decides to craft a replica. And you won't guess what happened on the very day the replica was commissioned. The unthinkable happened. All the way in Versailles, France, a raging storm strikes the Queen's favorite oak tree. Coincidence? A sign? You tell me. Hayek saw this as a sign the Queen was speaking from the great beyond. She decided to make the watch's case out of the stricken oak tree. On the day the replica was to be unveiled, guess what made a shocking appearance? The original stolen watch. Out of the blues, a lady had contacted the police revealing to them items her late husband had stolen. The thief, none other than Israel's genius burglar, Naaman Lidor. The thief, with his dying breath, had spilt the beans, leading to one epic watch reunion. Now, that's a story worth its weight in gold. And the Breguet Grande Complication Marie-Antoinette is now worth $30 million. Speaking of queens and stolen watches, England's late Queen Elizabeth II's Caliber 101 watch, gifted to her by Jaeger-LeCoultre for her coronation in 1953, also went AWOL. Unfortunately, it was never found. And to be honest, with her $6 billion jewelry collection, we doubt very much that it was missed. In any case, in 2012, to commemorate her Diamond Jubilee, the good fellows at Jaeger-LeCoultre gifted the Queen a new watch, the Jaeger-LeCoultre Joaillere 101 Manchette. The watch is made with Jaeger-LeCoultre signature 101 caliber dial, which is the smallest mechanical movement watch ever made. It weighs barely a gram and is smaller than the tip of a pencil. The bold squares embellished with white diamonds command attention on the watch, elegantly masking the dial in a robust cuff bracelet. White gold and diamond links give this bracelet an undeniable uniqueness. It is clear that the tiny dial makes the watch not ideal for time reading, unless with a magnifying glass. Although the watchmaker's exquisite craftsmanship is evident with a $26 million price tag, the Jaeger-LeCoultre Joaillere 101 Manchette had better come with a magnifying glass. Tragically, with the passing of the Queen, the watch has lost its beloved owner. Speaking of tragedy, the next is a tick-tock tragedy? From insurmountable debt to the shroud of a mysterious death, calamities seem to shadow every tick of our next watch. But could it be mere coincidence? Or does the celestial display on the watch hold a deeper, darker secret? The banker, Henry Graves, wanted more than just a watch. He sought the universe on his wrist. Patek Philippe delivered. The one of one Patek Philippe Henry Graves supercomplication was born. A $26 million marvel displaying the heavens above Henry Graves' home in New York City. The watch has 2 faces and 24 complications. One face shows the moon's 4 phases, and the other shows planetary configurations observed by Henry Graves from New York skies at sunset and sunrise. Some say time carries tales, others whisper it holds curses. For Henry Graves, its first owner, and later a 48-year-old Qatari royal, this watch became an evil omen. For Henry Graves, his best friend and son went to their graves within months of taking possession of the wristwatch, leading him to tell his daughter, referring to the watch, "Such things bring one nothing but trouble." Yet the curse didn't end there. A wealthy Qatari prince bought the watch to add to his lavish collection. After securing the watch, misfortune seemed to follow him at every turn. He faced bankruptcy and ultimately died under mysterious circumstances. Coincidence? Or does this $26 million timepiece truly carry a curse? Some clocks tell time. This one seemingly determines it. From watch tragedy to racing triumph, how did a $210 watch skyrocket to a whopping $17.8 million? That's an 8.5 million% increase in value. Where on earth can you get this sort of return on investment? The watch, introduced in 1963, was designed specifically for race car drivers. It featured a tachometric scale on its bezel to measure the speed of the car, and it also had 3 subdials for timing laps around the track. However, it sat on store shelves all alone, unnoticed, and retailed for a measly $210 only. 6 years later, by a stroke of luck, an iconic American actor, director, and producer developed a passion for car racing. He was so passionate that he even co-founded the Haas racing team with Carl Haas. This team became one of the most successful in the kart and champ car series. This iconic American actor drove competitively. He won several championships in his class and was considered more than just a celebrity dabbling in the sport. He was a respected and serious racer. In 1969, his loving wife, concerned for his safety on the racetracks, gifted him this $210 watch with "Drive Me Carefully" engraved on it. And, like a good husband, he wore this watch on all his races. This seemingly simple act of love was like the kiss of Prince Charming to Sleeping Beauty for the watch. It was a divine moment in the annals of the watch's history. The iconic actor and race car driver was frequently photographed wearing this watch during races, in public appearances, and even in casual settings. These photographs made their way into magazines and newspapers, providing free advertisement for the watch. Soon enough, like Sleeping Beauty receiving the kiss of life, the watch became sought after due to its unique design and celebrity association. As demand grew, so did the value of the watch. In 2017, the iconic actor's watch sold at auction for a staggering $17.8 million. Now, that's the sort of loving investment husbands want. Wives, take note. Now, who was this Prince Charming celebrity who gave life to a $210 watch? None other than iconic actor Paul Newman. And the watch? The equally iconic Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona, reference 6239. If Paul Newman did that, what do you think an Indian emperor and Floyd Mayweather have in common? They didn't like and subscribe to our channel. If you are enjoying this, make sure you like and subscribe now. Diamonds, they say, are a girl's best friend. Well, according to Jacob the jeweler, diamonds are a muscle man's best friend. Crafted in 2015, Jacob & Co. unveiled a masterpiece bling bracelet watch for men. Jacob & Co. Billionaire watch, made with 189 carats of illustrious Ashoka diamonds. Ashoka diamonds are the rarest diamonds you could ever find. Named after centuries past Indian warrior emperor Ashoka Maurya. By the way, the Ashoka diamond can be cut by only one family on planet Earth, the William Goldberg family. They own the patent to Ashoka diamonds. The diamonds are designed with a distinctive rectangular shape, rounded corners, and 62 precise facets. Bottom line, Ashoka diamonds stand in a league of their own. In fact, they are so rare that only 1% of all raw diamonds qualify to be crafted into Ashoka. Full muscle man energy on the Billionaire watch. Yet, the Billionaire watch offers more than just diamonds. Its intricate, skeletonized, 60-second tourbillon encased in 18-karat white gold is a testament to masterful craftsmanship. Further elevating its grandeur, the watch and its bracelet are meticulously handset with additional Ashoka-cut diamonds. And as to what an Indian emperor has in common with Floyd Mayweather, well, they both fought many battles and were undefeated. And Mayweather flaunts his triumphs not just with his record, but with the $18 million Billionaire watch. Moving over to Jay-Z's unbeatable quest, the search for the only one. In the world of rap royalty, Jay-Z reigns supreme. He's amassed riches, conquered the music universe, and flaunted an envy-inducing watch collection that could make anyone drool with envy. But there is a conspicuous absence within Jay-Z's prestigious Billionaire collection. As the esteemed owner of the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime 6300G and a rare golden Patek Philippe reference 2499, Jay-Z is yet to acquire the elusive Grandmaster of all Grandmasters, the legendary pinnacle timepiece that goes by the mythical name, the Only One. Yes, my fellow adventurers, we're talking about the extraordinary Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime, reference 6300A010, the ultimate horological grand masterpiece. It's so divine, they've engraved the Only One right on its dial. In 2019, this unique masterpiece created a buzz louder than any hit record. It strutted its stuff at Christie's Only Watch charity auction, making a grand entrance by setting a new record as the most expensive watch ever sold at auction. $31 million to be exact. This watch wasn't just a piece of horological history, it was a 2014 creation, crafted to celebrate Patek Philippe's 175th anniversary. Now let's talk complexity. This wristbound marvel was the granddaddy of them all, boasting a staggering 20 different complications. We're talking 5 different chiming modes, a top-secret alarm system, and a date repeater that could rival any sci-fi gadget. But here's where the real fun kicks in. Not 1, but 2 dials that could spin and lock in place, letting you choose your watch's mood. And boy, were they stylish, with blue opaline dials, gold numerals, and 18-karat solid gold plates, all wrapped up in a slick white gold case. We are down to the 2 most shocking of all watches. The first converts like the Transformer cars, from sleek supercars into mind-blowing robot machines. The other leaves you hallucinating. Imagine offering your wife a gift in a beautiful black box. She opens it and gasps,
"Oh, honey, you got me a diamond bracelet."
"No, darling, it's not just a bracelet. Take a look again."
"Oh, it's also a diamond ring?"
"Yes, my love, and much more."
"Oh my God, it's also a wristwatch? How fascinating."
That, my friends, is the Graff Diamond Fascination effect. It is nothing short of fascinating. If the fact that it is a ring, a wristwatch, and a bracelet doesn't fascinate you, the hefty $40 million price tag most definitely will. It's a testament to Graff Diamond's reputation as a British jewelry brand, renowned for acquiring and refining some of the world's most famous and wallet-draining diamonds. Graff Fascination is made with 152.96 carats of pristine white diamonds. The pear-shaped diamond ring which covers the watch's face is a jaw-dropping 38.13 carat, D-flawless diamond. That's right, a convertible watch that is nothing short of spectacular, or shall we say, fascinating. If you are still not fascinated, how about a watch that would make you hear, see, or smell things that are not there? Our grand finale, the most expensive quartz watch on the planet, will certainly do that. Quartz watches are generally less expensive and more common than mechanical movement watches. They tend to be powered by a battery and are not considered particularly valuable, especially when compared to high-end mechanical movements. So why is this quartz wristwatch worth $55 million? Mind-boggling? Yes. We are talking about the world's most expensive wristwatch, the Graff Hallucination. Of course, the hallucination's value cannot be tied to its quartz movement or any potential quartz elements in its construction. Its value stems from the rare and high-quality diamonds set into the piece and the other factors related to design, craftsmanship, and brand prestige. This wristwatch is best described as an extremely luxurious bracelet that keeps time. The watch is set with 110 carats of very rare and large colored diamonds, including fancy vivid yellow, fancy intense pink, fancy intense blue, and fancy green. Each diamond on the watch is of the highest quality, both in terms of color and clarity. But in terms of functionality, one could argue that other watches, at a fraction of the price, could serve the primary function of timekeeping just as effectively, if not more so. However, from an investment perspective, luxury items like this, especially unique pieces, can sometimes go up in value over time. However, there's also a risk that the value might not increase or might even decrease, especially with the rumored prevalence of lab diamonds, which are astronomically cheaper and very difficult to distinguish from actual mined diamonds. Whatever the case, the Graff Hallucination's price tag of $55 million makes it one of the most expensive watches in the world. And for those who view watches as a status symbol or as pieces of wearable art, the Hallucination's value might be justified, given its exclusivity, design, and the brand behind it. And there you have it, the tales of the most expensive watches ever made. Which one is your favorite? Do you think the prices are worth it? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you next time.